Hi everyone, my name is Akbar Ali. I'm an Azure Infra Architect guy. So we are going to discuss as part of a training, Azure Infra Architecture training. We are going to discuss a load balancer concept over here. So as part of a load balancer, so first we need to understand how to create a virtual machine, how to create a virtual machine too, and we are going to install a web server on this particular machine and this particular machine as well. And what we are going to do, we are writing a particular message. This is machine 1 and this is machine 2. When you access this VM001 machine, when you click on the IP of VM001, you will get output. This is first machine. And when you give the IP of VM002 in the URL, in the tab, you will get this is second virtual machine. So once you access with the help of load balancer front-end IP address, either you will get VM001 output or VM002 output. Now let's go ahead and see the lab, how we're going to do it. So this is particular virtual machines. I'm going to here, home, and I've logged into the Azure portal with my credentials. So click on create virtual machines. So I'm going to create a resource group 20, for example, 2020. You can give anything, name as anything. A virtual machine 2020. Let's go for East US. Let's go with availability sets. Availability set name AS2020 availability set. I'm just going for the standards. So I'll give the credentials over here. Azure admin. You can give your customized password, your own password, so that this will help you to log into the respective virtual machine. Once this is created, so we need to enable HTTP port and HTTPS port because you need to log into this server and you need to access this particular virtual machines through the internet. Premium, as I don't want a premium, I'll go with the standard. I'm fine with it. So networking, let be the default one. Let's go with a NIC card. NIC stands for a NIC card. Let's go with the basic and public inbound ports. We have selected 3 here. So management, I don't want to enable anything over here. Enable with the management storage amount. You can go with the disable. Login with Azure AD, no, I don't want that. Auto shutdown, no, I don't want that. Backup, I don't want that. Site recovery, I don't want that. Advanced, so you can attach an extension disk, so I don't want that, all those things. So once the validation is passed, you can go ahead and click on create, and once you click on create, this particular virtual machine is going to be created perfectly. Okay, it's going to charge me 13 rupees per hour. I'm clicking on create. Just to make sure my session is recording or not. Okay, it's recording. So the deployment is in progress. So it's taking time. So meanwhile, if you want, we can go ahead and create virtual machine 2. I'm going with the existing resource group. I'm going with the virtual machine name VM 2010. Let it be east US. I'll go with availability set option. I'll go with the availability set whatever I've already created for my first machine. Security type is standard. And I'll go with the credentials. I'll go with the ports. As we have discussed all these things in when we are creating the first virtual machine. Let's the networking part by default and let's the ports be the same. In terms of monitoring, I don't want any boot diagnostic. Don't want anything with respect to Azure AD, auto shutdown, backup, site recovery. I don't need anything. So once the validation is passed, I'm going to click on create, and then my second virtual machine is ready. Once my second virtual machine is ready, what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on connect and download the RDP file, and then I'll log into the respective server, and there I'll install the web server on that particular machine. So let's meanwhile get created. I'll go to first virtual machine, which is this. I'll click on connect. I'll go to RDP. I'll click on download 3389. This is a port of RDP. So you remember what's IP here? 20106.245.159. Then I'm going to open it, connect it. And log in with the credentials. So once I'm logged in, I'll go to the respective server manager, roles and advanced features. Server manager is collecting inventory data. The wizard will be available after data collection finishes. Let's wait for a minute or so that the server is ready. Okay, the server is ready now. Let's go ahead and click on add roles and features. So before you begin, let's go here. Let's go here. Next. Okay. Add features. Next. 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 So next. Anyhow, guys, as if someone is seeing this video first time, you can go back and check the options. I've just selected web server IIS as part of an installation. So what will happen here is in the C folder, init pub folder is going to create in the C drive. Here is the C folder. Yeah, as of now, init pub is not there. So what is going to happen is once this is done, here it's going to create a init pub folder once this installation is done, and you're good to go. Okay, the folder got created. Let me open it. Go to root folder. I start, edit, or write it as this is my first VM202. Okay, let's close it, save it. So this is a, let's minimize this server. Let's go to second virtual machine. So we have not yet created a second virtual machine. So when to create it, Okay, I'm gonna create a second virtual machine now because the installation of the web server on the first machine is done now. So I'm going to install it on a, I'm going to create a second virtual machine and then I'm gonna do the same thing, whatever I've done for it. Not sure why the earlier the machine not get created. Let's go with, we don't want a premium plan and we go with the standard networking. All these options I've reviewed when I was explaining about creating a virtual machine. That's why I've gone very faster. Create. So we have to repeat the same steps, whatever we have done it for a first virtual machine. We have to go to the respective virtual machine. We have to take the respective IP and we have to get the RDP and we have to log into the server. We have to install a web server and then we have to access. So if you remember, this is the first IP 20106245.159. So if you want, I can give a try here. 20.106 dot 245 dot 9. 20 dot 10 20 dot 106 dot 245 dot 159 needs to show me the same message, whatever this is my first VM 202. This is not the same thing I've written over here. Just cross. Yes. Let's go to the okay. Let's click on connect RDP. Download RDP. So I log into this particular virtual machine with the same credentials, whatever I have given at the time of creation of virtual machine. So I'm going to create it. I got a login prompt. Logging into the server. So currently the server is loading, so we have to wait for a minute. Okay, so let's installation type, server selection. So roles, this is important. This is called a web server. So once this is done, I will go here. C drive. Get a folder here in POM. Got it. Yes. Next, this is my second virtual machine. PM20. What is that? Name 11. See. So if I'm giving this particular IP, So the IP 1382 221 19 h2.1.1.2. So I got, this is my second virtual machine, which is 2011. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to create the respective load balancer, and I'm going to add these two virtual machines. Create load balancer. I'll go with the existing resource group. Load balancer. Let it be one basic. Microsoft recommendation to standard SKU load balancer for production, but I'm not using it for production. This is for part of a practice purpose. Front end IP, choose name, PFIP. Let's go for backend. Backend tool, virtual network, virtual machine, and I want to add both these machines and inbound rules. No, I don't want to add anything. Once the review is perfect, validation passed. Click on create. So the load balancer is going to create. Once the load balancer is going to create, what I'm going to happen is I will access the load balancer IP. So once I access the load balancer IP, either it is going to route the traffic either to VM1 or VM2. That's what we are going to see. So my first virtual machine is this. This is my first virtual machine, and this is my second virtual machine. So my load balancer is in progress. Once this is done, I'll access the load balancer IP. There you go. The load balancer is ready. So what is my front end IP? This is the one. I'll go here. I'll click on here. I'll just open it. Let's see whether traffic is going to VM1 or VM2. This is the first, and this is second, and this is load balancer. Right? Can't reach. Okay, so I have to check the few configuration settings here. Okay, okay, I have to add the health probe. Health probe is added. Let the port 80. Let the protocol type TCP, and then add. So interval 5 seconds. Can you see that? Within 5 seconds, if consecutive two failures are there, then VM2 will take traffic. So as I have not configured the health probe and some basic configuration steps, that's why my load balancer is not working. So once I did that, so it will start working. So deployment succeed. My health probe is ready. Load balancing rules. Uh, Load balancing rules. I'll go with IP4. The front end IP is this. Backend pool. This is the name of the backend pool. My port is 80 and the backend port will be 80. Health probe. Session persistence. Session persistence in the sense it talks about the ideal time. If you leave your website for a particular interval of time, it will go inactive for a security reasons. I don't want a floating IP. That's why I've disabled it. It's by default disabled. So once this deployment succeeds, then I can access this. Let me check my front end IP is ready, my health probe, my backend pool, my health probe is ready, my load balancing rules are ready. Now I'll access this. Okay, this is routing the traffic to my first virtual machine. So what I will do is I'll go to my VM. I'll stop the first virtual machine. So what is my expectation is currently this is routing traffic to my first virtual machine. But I want output is second virtual machine. Then I access the load balancer IP. Currently I'm getting output as a first because I'm stopping the first virtual machine. Then it should show me the output of second virtual machine. So execution stop is in progress. Let's wait for a while. We'll see all the scenarios. So randomly load balancer has a decision maker to send anyone. Now what we are doing, let's stopping whenever first virtual machine and see whether the traffic is going to 2011 or not. It's done. Okay, so the first is stopped. Let's check the IP of Let's check the load balancer IP, front end IP. Okay, this is second virtual machine. So this is what output I was looking for. So when I gave the load balancer IP, I got the output of whichever the machine is active, which is a 2011 second virtual machine. Second virtual machine, if you see, this one is only active, so it has gone to that. So if you want to stop this and see what is the output of the load balancer IP. It should fail. The expectation is because both the virtual machines are stopped, then this particular load balancer IP should stop. And now both the virtual machines are stopped. This is a load balancer IP. See why this load balancer IP is not working? Because my both the virtual machines are stopped. So if I go to my virtual machine, if I start my first virtual machine, then I'll get output. This is my first virtual machine, 202. That's how by this we have configured the load balancer. We are accessing the virtual machines with respective IPs, with respective load balancer IP. When you access through load balancer IP, it is routing the traffic to any one of it. If you stop one server, it will go to another server. This is how the whole concept of load balancer concept. Thanks for watching video. Thanks for the session. See, this is my first because my first virtual machine is running. That's why it has from the output. See, only 202 is running. That's why I got this output. Okay. Thanks, guys. Stopping the record.